Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Box Office Talk. This is the show where I break down what happened at the box office, see if my predictions for the top five are correct, and then make predictions for next week's top five. So let's get right on into it. Last week, I predicted that number one would be The Jungle Book because that's extremely obvious. Then I said number two would be Barbershop, number three would be The Boss, number four, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and five would be Criminal. And I actually got 4 out of 5 of my predictions right, which is actually pretty good if you know from past predictions that I've made. This is pretty good. I could have gotten a 5 out of 5, but 4 out of 5 ain't bad. So let's go over it. Number one was actually The Jungle Book, making $103 million this weekend. I'm so happy that it made that much money. Its budget is 175, however, so it does need only 72 million more just to cross that, but it'll get there in no time, and for good reason, because The Jungle Book is a special, special little gem of a revolutionary masterpiece of a film. And that if you saw my review, you know why I love this movie and stuff. But anyways, number two was Barbershop: The Next Cut, which surprisingly has a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. I know, I actually didn't think this movie would be good. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't see the other Barbershop movies, but I thought this movie was going to be pretty bad, but it actually has a 91% as I'm talking to you people right now, which was very surprising to see. So it made $20 million this weekend, and apparently it deserves it because it's apparently pretty good. Um, okay, I guess. Anyways, number three was The Boss, making $10 million, and that adds to a total of 40 million. And it just crossed its budget of 29 million. It's made 11 million more than that, so it's doing pretty good, even though maybe it's not that well deserved. Unlike Barbershop getting its budget back. I probably should have mentioned that Barbershop had a budget of 20 million, so it making 20 million this weekend is actually pretty good for it. Um, but I hear The Boss is like a complete opposite of Barbershop, meaning that it sucks. So I have no interest in seeing The Boss, but I actually have some interest in seeing Barbershop now because I kind of want to know what it is. And I love how I just moved on from Barbershop only to keep talking about Barbershop. I apologize. Anyways, number four was Batman vs. Superman. It made $9 million this weekend, adding to a total of $311 million. And it has made 61 million more than its 250 million budget. It surpassed 300 million domestically. Very good for the movie. And I know this isn't in reference to the box office, but I recently just found out that people think the critics hated on Batman vs. Superman because Disney paid them to hate on it but love Captain America Civil War. Guys, if you believe in that, are you for real? Are you okay? Are you are you sane? I think I need to ask you that. I honestly don't take anyone serious. Anyone who says that, I can't take you seriously. And in my humble opinion, you're a moron. Moving on, number five was Zootopia, making $8 million, adding to a total of 307 million, and it surpassed the 300 million mark. Very good. It doubled its 150 million dollar budget. Very proud of this movie. This movie deserves everything. And I just want to mention that Zootopia and The Jungle Book, both made by Disney, both about animals and stuff, and they're both gems of movies. Disney is freaking killing it lately. Yeah, they can have a couple blunders here and there, and their TV shows aren't really that good, but whenever they get their movies right, they get them right. And Civil War being right around the corner, just Disney's gonna keep making all the monies in the world. Moving on to number six, Criminal. All because Utopia beat it at the number five spot. I only got 4 out of my 5 predictions right, of course. Number six was Criminal, of course, making $5 million. And this is on a budget of, according to Wikipedia, 31.5 million. So yeah, this is a bomb, of course, and I hear it's a rightfully deserved bomb. I thought the trailers looked pretty interesting. However, I'm hearing nothing but bad things about it. So, oh well. Number seven, another movie I keep hearing bad things about. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. It only made $3 million this weekend, adding to a total of $52 million. And it actually just tripled its $18 million budget if I did my math correctly. And there's a highly possible chance that I got it wrong because, I'm terrible at math and stuff. But I'm pretty sure it just tripled its $18 million budget. And that's pretty good for this movie that I still haven't seen the first movie for. And I hear nothing but bad things about this one and nothing but good things about the first one. So I'm going to move on to number 8, Miracles from Heaven, a movie that I hear mediocre things about, making $1,900,000, adding to a total of $56 million on a budget of course, 13. I think it just quadrupled its budget. Didn't it do that last week? I think it quadrupled its $13 million budget. Did it surpass 52 million last week? I'm actually at a loss. I forget. Whatever, I have nothing to talk about anyways. Number 9 was God's Not Dead 2, making $1,712,000, adding to a total of 16 million. And I'm so glad that this movie is almost gone because it is just there's nothing to this movie. However, it unfortunately was able to triple its $5 million budget, so you know, I'm gonna move on to number 10. The movie that is still at number 10. I'm not sure why this movie isn't gone yet, but Eye in the Sky, making $1,561,000, adding to a total of 13 million. This movie is still here. Like, I'm sure it's really good, but this movie's been here for the past couple weeks now, and this is just it's pretty weird to me. But or maybe it's not. I hear Alan Rickman's in it. Maybe they want to see one of Alan Rickman's last roles that isn't Alice Through the Looking Glass. I don't know, but I hear it's pretty good. Maybe I should see it someday. Maybe I should eventually watch the trailer for it someday. I don't know. And now the fun part, predictions for next week's top 5. Now I'm going to predict that number 1 will still be The Jungle Book. I actually do think people will still go out to see it because it's a very good movie. I'm going to say number 2 is The Huntsman Winter's War because Snow White and the Huntsman, I think that did pretty good at the box office. I think it got some decent numbers there. So far I'm hearing some pretty crappy early buzz, which disappoints me because I actually really enjoyed the first Snow White and the Huntsman movie, so hearing this one isn't that good is kind of depressing, but whatever. I'm going to predict that number 3 is Barbershop The Next Cut, number 4 is The Boss, and number 5 is Batman versus Superman. But what are your predictions for next week's top 5? Leave them in the comments below, and if you got your predictions right for this week, you're going to get a shout out right now. Unless you didn't get it right, then whoops. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.